A lot of people are giving it really good reviews. Some are giving it reviews without even seeing the building because this just came out today. These pictures were just made today.
I would love to know who is giving reviews for a building they haven't yet seen, for a building that hasn't yet been built. But that aside, Trump is now demanding $1 billion for his ballroom, more than double what it was originally said to cost. And the Democrats are fighting back, sort of, as best they know how. So this past Monday, Senate Judiciary Committee Chair Senator Chuck Grassley, who, by the way, is 92 years old, released the proposed reconciliation package for federal law enforcement and border security spending. So naturally, Republicans decided that Trump needs $1 billion in taxpayer money to pay for security upgrades to the Trump ballroom that, again, has not yet been built.
Myself and donors are giving them free of charge. For nothing. We're donating a building.
Okay, so I'm paying for it, then donors are paying for it, free of charge, no money whatsoever. We're going to donate it. Well, prepare yourself because you're not going to believe this. But that's all BS, and you are the donors.
But what else was in Grassley's proposal? Well, the proposal outlining how to allocate funds to DHS through 2029 includes more than $30.7 billion for ICE and nearly $3.5 billion for Customs and Border Protection, including funding for training and hiring staff. So just to back up and catch you up on a few quick things, Trump demolished the entire east wing of the White House, and then a federal judge ruled that construction of the ballroom could not proceed until Trump got congressional approval. So half of the White House is now sitting in rubble because Trump didn't think he had to follow rules in the first place. So either way, the damage to a historic building has already been done. So in the legal challenge that followed, Trump's plans to put a military base beneath the ballroom were revealed, which he wasn't happy about. He wanted to keep that part secret. And to be fair, many people had suspected that this ballroom was always intended to be more than a ballroom. Why would it cost so much? Perhaps a military base, they thought, perhaps a data center. The insane price tag that has always been associated with the ballroom supported these speculations, not to mention the fact that many of the donors who were originally said to be funding this worked in the tech or AI industry, and of course the AI industry is very involved with the military these days. And that was always problematic, the donors. But a taxpayer-funded vanity project in the middle of an already incredibly expensive war that no one supports, at a time when the economy is barely hanging on, when people are dealing with one of the least stable job markets we have ever seen, when people's homes are being taken from them, when grocery and gas prices keep going up, when the president is historically unpopular, the timing could not be worse. And the timing is interesting. Trump survived another assassination attempt recently, and almost as soon as the news of it had broken, the narrative that the attempt justified Trump's ballroom was born. Assuming the attempt was legit and not staged, Trump is nothing if not an opportunist. It's not unheard of that he would survive someone trying to kill him and then immediately think about how he can use it to his financial or political or personal benefit. So in the wake of the events at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, Trump decided that he just needs better security around him at all times. I guess he never plans to leave the White House ever, and you can take that how you will. And also, the solution to gun violence in this country is apparently ballrooms. Ballrooms everywhere. Every school is converted to a ballroom, every church, mosque, synagogue converted to a ballroom, each loaded with $1 billion worth of security adjustments and upgrades. Oh, but he's not saying that at all. He's saying just one ballroom for him and his very rich billionaire friends, paid for by us, the people who can barely afford groceries and gas because of his policies and his actions overseas. Nothing for the children, nothing for the victims of hate crimes, nothing for the innocent people who don't already have taxpayer-funded Secret Service agents protecting them and their entire families at all times. Why does Trump's granddaughter have Secret Service agents protecting her? And why do we have to pay for that? And Trump is a billionaire. He can just pay for his own security adjustments and upgrades to his ballroom if he wants, can't he? Isn't that why people become billionaires, so they can just buy anything that they could possibly want? Well, yes, but also, one does not become a billionaire by spending their own money. Billionaires are hoarders. Why would they spend their own money when they could just not? They could just spend someone else's money, even if it means millions of people across this country would have to contribute part of their own meager incomes, budgeting and scraping to get by, just so that some psycho billionaire can have a ballroom. But that is a sacrifice that they are apparently more than willing to make on our behalf. Okay, but I did mention that the Democrats are mad about this, so what are they going to do about it? Well, first, they have slammed it. Such words, the Democrats have the best strong words. The move sparked uproar from Democrats, including Democrat Senator Patty Murray, the top Democrat on the Senate Appropriations Committee, who slammed it as an outrageous betrayal of hardworking families who want lower costs, not a golden ballroom. And Republicans are ignoring middle-class needs and funneling money into Trump's ballroom while throwing billions at two lawless agencies. And that was from Democratic Senator Jeff Merkley, the top Democrat on the Budget Committee. And there's more. While working families are struggling to afford even higher prices on everything from gas to groceries to healthcare, Donald Trump and Republicans are selling out everyday Americans to pay for Trump's vanity project, and that's from DNC Rapid Response Director Kendall Whitmer. Trump and Republicans claim there was no money for healthcare or food assistance, but now they want to force Americans to cough up $1 billion for Trump's ballroom after footing the bill for Trump's war with Iran and his tax cuts for billionaires. It's Trump first, Americans last, she added. They want to force a vote. That is it. Thanks, guys. All right, that's it for me. If you got anything out of this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks.